Howdy ho, gear fans. Today we're going to be talking about the Behringer Model D. Just picked another one up on Reverb. It's the second one I've owned. To stick in this here spot where my Moog Mother 32 was. I'm going to rant about that, talk about why I bought this, why. And first day I got it home. This is my second one. And why is it going back right away? It's not that I don't like it, but it is going back right away, and we'll talk about why. And my channel, if you like and subscribe if you want, my channel is just all my bad, strong opinions. I'm not always right. In fact, I got called out the other day by David Fartino. David Fartino says that this is about my Vox amplifier. He said, on a Vox, when you turn it up, the tone cut, what do you expect to happen for the tone cut to more? Low, 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 low. This is where he was actually laughing out loud. So, David Fartino, you got me. Yeah, he got me, guys. I was playing with my Vox amp, and I might have turned the tone knob the wrong way or said the wrong thing. So David Farts, he got me. I mean, he slayed me on that one. And then after, I wept for about 15 minutes. He just absolutely savaged me on here. And it's one of these amps here. So after David Farts, savaged me, I cried for a while. And then I went outside. I looked up at the sky, and nothing was different at all. Like, it's almost as if David Farts, it's like his comment it was just nothing. Anyway, it's all men on my channel. I don't have any women in my my viewership, so says YouTube. So he was trying to impress somebody. I don't know who, though. I don't know if he was trying to impress these guys, because there's no women here, right? So for you to roll up into somebody's channel and just start shit posting, like, sorry, David Fartino, there's no girls here. It's just dudes. So he's got his eye on one of you guys. He's trying to impress somebody, right? Because, like, why else would you do that? But anyway, all right, thanks, David Fartino, for your dumb comment. You're an idiot. So, Model D, I had the Moog Mother 32 in here, and it's only one oscillator, and I don't know what I'm doing with this Eurorack Go case. I used to have 2 Eurorack Go cases. I've been working on this thing for years, and the problem in Canada is you get what you can get. This is my problem. The number one rule of Eurorack, which I broke, and as I talk, I'm just going to walk over here to my Mother 32 to show you that it's still here too. Number one rule in Eurorack is to have a plan. So here's my Mother 32. It's on the Zelda Reverb rack, but I'm probably going to keep it now, and I'll explain why. I hope I don't twist the tone knob in the wrong way. David Fartino will be back trying to impress men on my channel. So anyway, it was in here. And so number one rule in Eurorack that they'll tell all the newbies like myself, I'm a total noob. So 3 years in, I'm still a newbie with this synth stuff. Let me tell you, I don't know what I'm doing. But I know a few things, and I know why I'm getting rid of this as fast as I got it. And it's my second one, and I forgot the first time. So the number one rule is to have a plan. You have to have a plan. You have to know what you're building. You're essentially building a cohesive instrument. Whether it's in a bigger Eurorack Go case or in a monster shelf. You see this black shelf here? On its side, it was this monster Eurorack shelf I bought. I know that's hard to figure out right now, but if you put this on its side, you can rack it up with, it was racked up with racks and racks and racks of these guys, right? These Behringer, I don't know the model number right now, but it's got a CP1A in it. CP1A. Number one rule of Eurorack, sorry I'm rambling, is to have a plan. Know what the heck you're doing. If you're building an instrument, so build it. You put some oscillators in. Every synthesizer needs a few things. It needs a couple oscillators. It needs, what are you doing, big boy? Complaining? You need a couple oscillators. You need a VCA to keep the sound in and out. You need some filters. You need some modulation. You need an LFO. You need a way to hook a keyboard up to it, or at least a sequencer, or both. I think the theremin's pretty cool to add something like that for additional physical control, or should I say not so physical control. Know what the heck you're doing, okay? I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And in Canada, you desperately, especially during COVID, especially during Cosmo Music's exclusivity to Behringer, you grab what you can when you can grab it. So it's all desperate grabs, desperations. Oh God, one of these showed up on Amazon, I better grab it. Oh, this showed up on Amazon, I better grab it. Oh, this showed up on because the supply is so bad up here. We don't have that. You guys got something down, I forget what it's called, but it's Circuit Electronics or something. I can't remember. You guys have stores down there where you can actually go try this stuff. We might have something like that in Vancouver, Nightlife Electronics. But other than that, like Long and McQuaid, you're not going to see a lot of this stuff in the Long and McQuaids, at least not the 7 that I shop at. Actually, I've been in Toronto too, like the butthole of Canada, and the Long and McQuaids there, I've never seen eurorack stuff either. So, anyway, you got to have a plan. And my plan was grab whatever you can desperately and just start Frankensteining, right? So now I've got I wouldn't say I have an instrument here, but I never had a plan. The plan was just grab what you can on Amazon while you can. So I consider the grandmother here to be my, just covered in dust cover here. The grandmother here is my main synth. Again, I don't even know what I'm doing, so do I deserve a grandmother? Not really. But it's the main synth. And this, now the plan is for it to be the backup. It's going to do bass and it's going to do drums. I'd really like to recreate the Doctor Who theme song. That's a goal in my life. People on YouTube have done it. I want to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, at least I have a goal, I guess. So I figured the grandmother will play the and then this guy is going to go the you know what I'm talking about? And then the noise. Probably get some noise going here. If I can get this, I'd have to make it. Give me some noise. You can hear the noise, but you can hear it with a note. So, anyway, what a rant this is. So, I needed a companion piece for the grandmother. This whole thing is like a companion piece. I only want the grandmother, and I want this thing, and then I want the rest of this to go. It's too much for me, especially an idiot like me that doesn't even know what he's doing. So, I had the mother in here. Well, the mother's only one oscillator and an LFO. So I got the bright idea, hey, why don't you buy the classic? Why don't you buy the one that Paul McCartney and Wings used? And, this thing's a legend from the 70s, Like, you know how this is on, this as a synthesizer is probably on more things than any other synth ever, right? So I bought it, and they're cheap. They're easy to get. And I'm happy with it. It sounds good. Sounds really good. Let me just throw in a little sequence here. Just speed that up some. I don't know why that's doing that. David Farts Eater is going to be all over me for that one. Anyway, I don't know why I've lost. It's got to be in the ADSR. Let's see here. I know a bit. I know a little bit. So yeah, it's fun. It sounds good. I've watched enough YouTube to know that when the guys put these against Moogs, real mini Moogs, the real ones up, they sound pretty darn close. I mean, I can't tell. In a blind test, I wouldn't be able to tell. You know, I think a real Moog's going to sound a little better, but I don't think I could pick them up at a lineup. So they're a lot of fun. So why am I getting rid of this right away? Well, I forgot about how bad the tuning drifts with these. Now to tune this, you can actually, see this A440? It'll output, and then you could tune your A. Somehow that almost sounds in tune. I don't know how that would be. Anyway, but across octaves, if you went enough octaves up or down, the tuning really starts to drift. So to get this thing back in any kind of shape, you have to USB into a computer and run sysx codes into the integrated, the ICs, or the complementary metal oxide BIOS, the complementary metal oxide semiconductor BIOS is the, what do you call it? Microcontrollers. The microcontrollers in here. You have to run sysx codes into here. Take this out, flip it upside down, run a multimeter on a bunch of pads in the back. Like, out of a 40-page manual, 10 pages of the manual is just to that. And I'm like, man, this thing, does it drift that bad? Is it that bad? I don't want to deal with that, right? The Moog Mother 32, to my knowledge, doesn't do anything like that. So, yeah, I'm just looking 2-3 years down the road going, I don't want to be running frickin' sysx commands into 10 pages of multimeters and screwdrivers. I have a software version of this from Universal Audio. And let me tell you, the software version from Universal Audio, it sounds great, and it ain't never going to go out of tune. You don't have to sysx it. It's software. It's not hardware. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, although it would be nice to have these 1, 2, 3 oscillators, plus the noise, plus the LFO, plus the ADSR, what else has this thing got? It doesn't have any reverb. All that. You get all this. It's a lot of stuff zapped into there, and this is actually the space it would fit in. Pretty close anyway. There might be a little sliver there. It'd be great to have that in here and let this be like the eurorack, you know, Model D eurorack, right? And then the rest of the stuff would just complement that. But I don't want to deal with that sysx tuning. And maybe it's not that bad, but all I want is a compliment for grandma. That's it. I'm just playmate for grandma. That's it, right? So why don't I just keep the Moog? So then it's Moog on Moog instead of Moog on Bogue. Bogue with a B, Behringer Moog, right? But anyway, if you made it this far into this crazy rant, thank you very much. Got to be careful not to to do anything wrong or turn anything the wrong way. David Farty will be all over it looking for men on my channel. But anyway, that's the Behringer Model D. Do I suggest you get one? Yeah, but just know that maintenance comes with it. You got to know that, right? And I forgot. I had already had one of these. Now, is it already drifted out? No, but it's going to someday. She's going to drift. And these things are really temperature sensitive too. Why? Because it's the real deal. It is an analog recreation of Moog's 1970s design. Like Behringer's, they knocked this out of the park. They replicated it so well that they even brought the quirks with it. But I don't know. Should you buy one? Yeah, you should buy one and play with it. But know that maintenance is coming, and I'm not willing to deal with it. Maybe you are. But anyway, this has been a crazy rant. Thanks for watching, and we will talk to you guys later on. Oh, like and subscribe if you feel like it. Not you, David Fart Eater. Just go eat farts somewhere else. Bye.